Dear friends, today we will show that the Dirichlet function is discontinuous everywhere in R. Okay. For that, first to introduce the Dirichlet function. Okay. F is a function from R to R defined as fx is equal to 1 if x is rational and 0 if x is irrational. Okay. This function was first introduced by P.G.L. Dirichlet in 1829. Okay. We will prove the problem using the sequential criteria for limits. Okay. For that, first we state the sequential criteria of limits. Okay. Let f is a function from a to r and c is a limit point of the set A. Then the following two statements are equivalent. Okay. Okay. Limit of f as x tends to c equal to L if and only for every sequence xn in A that converges to C and xn not equal to C, then the sequence fxn converges to L. Okay. Using this sequential criteria, we will prove that the Dirichlet function is everywhere discontinuous. Okay. Let alpha be any real number. Then by density property of R, we can find a real number xn such that the modulus of xn minus alpha is strictly less than 1 by n. Okay, that is, there exists a sequence xn in R such that xn converges to alpha, right? Okay. Using this idea, if alpha is a rational number, then we can find a sequence of irrational numbers such that that sequence converges to alpha, right? And again, if alpha is an irrational number, then we can construct a sequence of rational number such that that sequence converges to alpha.
Now we recall the Dirichlet function again.
Our claim: limit of fx as x tends to alpha does not exist in R where alpha is a real number. Okay. First we assume that alpha is a rational number. Okay.
Now alpha plus root 2 by n
converges to alpha. Okay. So we assume that limit of fx extends to alpha exists and equal to n. Okay. Then by sequential criteria of limit, f of xn converges to L. That is, since xn is irrational, so L must be 0. Okay. Now we consider another sequence yn equal to alpha plus 1 by n. Okay. Then obviously yn belongs to Q, right? And the sequence yn converges to alpha So by again the sequential criteria of limit f of yn converges to L, right? Since yn is rational, so by definition f of yn equal to 1. So here L equal to 1. Now from these two equations we can say that the limit does not exist as the limit is not unique. So limit of fx as x tends to alpha does not exist as the limit L is not unique. Okay. Next we assume that alpha is irrational. Okay. Now we construct a sequence xn equal to box of alpha n by n, right? Then xn belongs to Q and xn minus alpha equal to box of alpha n minus alpha n by n, right? So modulus of xn minus alpha is the fractional part of alpha n divided by n, and which goes to 0 as n tends to infinity, right? So xn converges to alpha, right? Now if limit of fx as x tends to alpha exists and the limit is L, then by sequential criteria of limits f of xn converges to L, right? So this implies, yes, since xn is rational, L equal to 1 as xn is rational. Okay. Now we consider another sequence yn is equal to alpha into half plus half square plus up to 1 by 2 to the power n, right? Then obviously this is actually to alpha multiplied by 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power n. Okay. Okay. Since alpha is irrational, so yn must be irrational. Okay. Now we see that this sequence yn converges to alpha. Okay. Again, if limit of fx as x tends to alpha exists and equal to L, then by sequential criteria of limit f of yn converges to L. So since here yn is irrational, so f of yn is 0, so L must be 0. Okay. So thus again this limit of fx as x tends to alpha does not exist as the limiting value is not unique. Okay. As the limit is not unique, so the limit does not exist. Okay.